So I quit my job as an accountant 2 weeks ago. I'm out of corporate America and I'm here to pursue an electric life now. Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Alicia or Electric Ollie, and today we're going to do something different than the typical festival or travel vlogs that I've been doing. I'm going to try something new. So I quit my accounting job about 2 weeks ago, so I'm here to talk about that and my next plan of action. So before we get into the nitty-gritty and all the juicy details of why I quit and what I'm going to do next, I just want to give like a little backstory on myself, who I am, and what makes me Electric Ollie. So I am 32 years old, currently living in beautiful Miami, Florida, but I was born, bred, and fed in Austin, Texas. Yes, so I moved out of Texas about a year ago. So yeah, I've been living in Miami for 1 year now. And living in Austin was great, but it was time for something different. So here I am. But I got a degree in accounting from Texas State University. I have a bachelor's in accounting. So it doesn't matter why I did that or got into it. It's irrelevant now. Point is, I worked as an accountant for about 7 years. I did quit once before, so we'll talk about that. But here I am, quitting again because I hate accounting and I hate corporate America and I hate the 9 to 5. It's not for me. So the first time I quit accounting was back in 2018. I guess about a year before it actually quit, I knew I was going to quit because I found this program, this travel program for people ages 18 to 29. It's called EF, Ultimate Break. And so it's a travel program that can take you all over the world. So I wanted to do like a 5-week little stint in Europe. So I knew I was going to quit a year in advance so I could do that. Like my job never would have given me 5 weeks off. I mean, what job would, to travel around like that? So I already knew like a year in advance that I was going to quit. So I knew I was going to quit, and I didn't really have a plan, honestly. Like at the time, I was 28 years old, and in my mind, I was just like, okay, when I quit this job, I'm gonna go to Europe for 5 weeks, and then I'll just figure it out when I'm done after that. Like I didn't have a bunch of savings. Like I decided a year before I was gonna quit, and I really wasn't making a ton of money at the accounting job I was doing. So I was like, F it, I really don't care. Like I'll break my lease at my apartment and move back home with my parents. I won't have to worry about rent. So that's exactly what I did. I cashed out my retirement fund, which it really wasn't a lot in the grand scheme of things. I kind of don't recommend that. It's circumstantial. We can talk about that later too. Um, but I didn't have some massive savings to fall back on. I was just like, I just don't want to do this anymore. And I'm young and I want to travel the world. And I also wanted to pursue acting. Like I was taking acting classes while I was working this accounting job. So I was like, I'm just gonna say F it and just like do it. Why not, right? So about like 3 weeks before I was supposed to quit to take this grand Europe expedition, my brother was living in Beijing, China at the time, and he was like, hey, I'm coming home and I'm gonna go to Bali before I go home. You should come with me. And I was like, wait, what? Like, I didn't even know where Bali was at the time. So if I would have went on that Bali trip, it would have mean I have to quit like a whole month sooner from this job. And I was like, why not? I did not have the money to go to freaking Bali, but I put it all on a credit card. I was like, I'm young. This is an amazing opportunity. I'm going to go pick up my brother in Beijing, say bye to all his friends, fly with him over to Bali, hang out there for a week. And I also went ahead and booked an Australia trip too, because I realized when I like finally found out where Bali was, that Indonesia is pretty close to Australia, and it was like been a dream of mine to always go to Australia. So I was like, F it. So I quit a whole month sooner than I was supposed to. Again, still no savings, no money to even pay for this 3-week China, Bali, and Australia trip. But I was just like, whatever. I'm just gonna put it on a credit card, and I did, and no regrets. We'll keep talking about that in a second. Quit my accounting job in the summer of 2018. It was July, so it's actually 4 years ago, because it's July 2022 now. So yeah, I quit 4 years ago. Here we are quitting again. And yeah, I've traveled all over the world in such a short amount of time. Basically, I did 3 continents, 16 countries, and like 9 different festivals. Um, after I had left that job July 2018. And at that point in time, like I had no desire to go back to accounting. I had no plan of it. And I would make jokes to people like, I'm never going to do another variance analysis again or FXL or, whatever. So that just wasn't in my mind. And I didn't have a plan really. I was just like, I'm just going to travel, go to one country at a time, go to one festival at a time, and just enjoy life and live off the little bit of savings I do have and put everything else on a credit card. So when I wasn't overseas, because I would be gone for like 3 weeks, over a month at a time, when I wasn't overseas and back home in between trips, because also I was traveling around the United States a lot too, going to festivals, New York, California, Vegas, like Miami, all over the place. So when I was back home in Austin and, was just either waiting for a trip or a festival, I was like, I need to find something to do. I did want to do acting. So I just started acting. Austin actually is like a really good, like, little acting network there. So it was easy to find a lot of gigs and stuff. So I did do a lot of background work. That's just the easiest to get hired on. And like these jobs don't pay a lot. They really don't. But it was so much fun to do, just being on set every single week, multiple times a week, doing commercials or background gigs. Like I was on Fear the Walking Dead or did like a Wendy's commercial. Like it was just so much fun. So I made money doing that. And then the universe just provided jobs in the most random of ways. Like I got on care.com and did like pet sitting. I found a job on there being a nanny, which turned into like the lady's like personal assistant. I had a friend randomly reach out to me and was like, hey, I have a food truck. I think you seem really friendly and bubbly, so I think you'd be good as a cashier. Went and did that. And then when I wasn't doing all these just like random jobs, I was doing like Uber and Lyft, which to me was honestly the worst part of it. And that got like really rough sometimes. So when I wasn't traveling and living my best life overseas or at a festival, and I was at home having to do all these jobs, most of them were fun. I liked them, but it was the times like I didn't have an acting gig, that I was like forced to Uber and Lyft. And that's something I never thought I would do. But I was like, I need to do what I got to do. Like I need these flexible type jobs to keep living this life. But like it really got the best of me. And there were times that like in between rides I would like go sit in a park and cry while I was like eating my lunch or whatever. I was like, damn, I'm not making enough money as I thought that I would be making. Acting's a little bit harder. No surprise there. Like I knew it was going to be hard, but at the time too, my priorities shifted from trying to become this actress to I wanted to keep traveling and I wanted to keep going to all these festivals, and those costs are expensive. And I was like, I need to just stop putting it all on a credit card and making the minimum payment, and I need real money to keep funding this lifestyle. So I'm gonna be honest, and I got into $20,000 worth of debt, and I justify it by like I didn't have any college student loans. Thankfully, I got enough financial aid, like in grants, that my entire bachelor's degree was completely covered. Thank you, universe. So like I never had student loans. So in my mind, justifying that I had $20,000 worth of travel debt, like that was still better to me than like student loans. So I didn't care because also I always knew I was going to pay it back. And I did. So we'll talk about that again in a minute. But after, almost a year of not working, I was like, I'm going to go back to accounting. I was okay making that decision. I wasn't forced into it. Like, I'm glad that I did it on my own volition, that I was like, okay, I think I need to do this. So I'm going to go back, have the experience. So hopefully getting a job won't be that hard. So yeah, like the moment I decided I'm going to start applying, I got on Indeed, and within 2 weeks, like I had an accounting job again. So 2019 was the year that I returned to the accounting world. And I mentioned like I was okay with that decision. It was on my own volition. Like I was, ready to go back. And, I soon found that literally everything happens for a reason, and the freaking pandemic hit. So I started working again in September 2019, and then the pandemic hit March of 2020. So they sent everybody home, and I remember when we got sent home, like I was so thankful. One being that my mom has lupus, and so it was just nice to be able to work from home and be there with her like every day, and like take her to dialysis when she needed to, or just be there just while my dad went and worked. Like it was just nice to um, always be around, just in case anything happened. And then also too, like I always, like my parents knew, we talked about like eventually I'm going to move out of Texas. Um, so it was just also nice just spending that extra time at home. So I was glad that that happened. But also too, like in the back of my mind, I was like, oh my God, like what if I hadn't come back to accounting and I was still just out trying to travel and do acting? Like all of that got taken away. Like my three favorite things in life, traveling, going to festivals, and acting, was completely halted, like taken away. So what if I hadn't gone back to acting accounting at the end of 2019, and the pandemic hit? Like I would have been slapped in the face with reality, and then at that point forced into back into accounting. So like I'm glad that I made the decision when I wanted to on my own will, than to have to be like forced back into it. So in that time of working from home fully, like during the whole pandemic, there was no travel, there was nothing. So I just, all the money that I made, because like make with my accountant salary, like yeah, I was making pretty good money, and then I was living at home with my parents. Like that's when I paid off all my debt. So I always knew I was going to pay it off, but the fact that I paid off $20,000 in like I think it was like a year and a half was wild. And so again, everything happens for a reason. So thank God that I was living at home with my parents, and that I was forced basically to stay home and do nothing, because traveling, festivaling, all that costs so much money. So um, was able to just pay off all my debt in such a short amount of time. So I'm so thankful. So got completely debt free in that time, and then started saving up, because I was like, all right, I'm going to leave Texas, I'm going to leave Austin. And I thought about going to New York, Atlanta, but I was like, no, I want to go to Miami. So here I am. This is my apartment in Miami. I know I keep flip-flopping around. This video is really long, so I can't sit in one spot. So this is my apartment in Miami. Can't really see it. It's a cute little studio. I love her so much. Except the neighbors can be kind of loud sometimes. That's besides the point. So it's been 1 year living in beautiful Miami, Florida. I live in South Beach, fairly close to the beach, and just in a good, like, clean little area. There's lots to do nearby. I live off Lincoln Road. If you know what Lincoln Road is, you know what's up. So yeah, moved here a year ago, and when I moved here, I kept my accounting job. They let me stay remote, and so my job was back in Texas, and I was based in Miami, and they were cool with that. So like my first, 8 months here in Miami, like I just didn't have a care in the world. I was like, I'm making money as an accountant. I'm working from home, which I love, and I have the money to explore the city and make friends and do a lot of things. So I was in no hurry. Like at that point in time, I was just like, I know I'm eventually going to quit accounting again, because that was always my plan from the beginning. Like when I went back into accounting, I was like, this is only temporary. So like, I'm not even going to trip on this. Like it's only temporary. So coming here, I was like, like I'm not like in any hurry. I'm making money. I'm just enjoying my time in Miami and still going to festivals and traveling, saving money. So I was just like in no rush to quit. And I told myself that when it comes to a point where like I'm sad and miserable signing into work every day, because there are bad days to every job, but so I would get past those like bad days, because the good days would come and like, okay, I can do this. I can ride this out. Like that was always like in the back of my mind, like I'm gonna ride this out as long as I can. But I told myself when it gets to a point where I'm sad every single day signing in or just drained, like it's time to quit. And so that time finally came. Like I dreaded signing in every single day. Every task that came away, I just got so pissed off and annoyed doing it. It's like, this is your job. Like you can't be mad at everything that happens, at this company. So like at that point, I was like, I have no business doing this anymore. I'm annoyed. I'm pissed off. I don't care. So I need to quit. Like, and then I got exhausted. Like I couldn't even do the things that I wanted to do. Like I couldn't, I was too tired to like go to the gym or like film, create content, do all those other things. So it's like, it's time to go. So decided it was time to go, and I've quit before. So to me, I've already done this and I know it's going to work out, or no, it can work out. The possibilities are endless. So I'm not afraid to quit or take any risks. I also have nothing to lose. Like I'm a single woman. I don't have any children. I don't have a mortgage. Like I really have nothing to lose. So I understand completely that not everybody can just say F it and quit their jobs with very little savings or really no big plan. But like I can. And so I'm hope that I can inspire people that are on this level that can take these chances to take them. So, my last week of work, I thought of this idea to start documenting every single day YouTube shorts. So, if you go back to my channel, you'll see from day one, like my last week of work, like day one, I'm quitting, up until today. Like, I've documented every single day what I've been doing, kind of what I've been feeling. And so, that's kind of what led up to this full, like, video that I'm doing here. And I will probably also, like, keep doing, like, the day on whatever, just because I think it's cool to kind of document every day how this process is going. Okay, so at the beginning of the video, I mentioned that I quit corporate America to pursue an electric life. So let's talk about that, because when I say electric life, like people are like, what are you even talking about? So the like idea of an electric life comes from my name. So I've gone by Electric Ollie, or I guess on this channel it's Electric Alicia because Ollie's taken, whatever. Save that for another day. I've gone by Electric Ollie basically since I started my like whole rave career. That's just always been like my Instagram name, and then I made it my TikTok name. So follow me on those, by the way, Electric_Ollie. And that's just always kind of just like represented who I am, never changed my name. So to me, like being able to pursue an electric life is to pursue a life on my terms. So, living an electric life on my terms is to live a life of purpose and happiness and meaning, and getting to do something every single day that you love to do. So, working an accounting job in corporate America is something that I hated doing every day. So, I'm not going to do it anymore. We live in a time of like the internet. So, thankfully, there are so many ways that people can pursue their passions and share online and like make money that way. So this point of time is just like taking risks and going out there and pursuing your passions. And I get like not everybody wants to turn their passion into a profit, but like why not? If you don't want to do that, then don't. Or if you love your 9 to 5, absolutely stay for it. Like I've just seen this debate on social media so much, like quit your 9 to 5, don't, or whatever. Everybody has their path in life, and you stay on it if that's what you want to do, or change it up if you don't. Like we're not trees, we're not planet. We can get up and change things at any point in time. And so if you truly love working in corporate America, you love your job, then keep doing that. There are many benefits to a 9 to 5, like the benefits, for example, or like just knowing that you're always going to have a paycheck every 2 weeks or monthly or whatever it is. And then it's security. So I do get the benefits and the pros of having a 9 to 5. It just wasn't for me. So I've always been like a big believer in manifesting and putting your faith and trust into the universe. And so that's also like what aligns with like living an electric life, is to just go after what you want and manifest a dream reality and trust that the universe will deliver. Like if I'm going to put in the work and do the inspired action that lives up to my idea of an electric life, then the universe will deliver everything else that's meant for me, that will all align and for all to make sense. I don't make sense right now, right? So basically, I'm just out here and going to try every single day to live up to my idea of an electric life. And since I don't have this 9 to 5 anymore, like I have no barriers. There's absolutely nothing holding me back from putting my 110% into pursuing all the things that I want to pursue in this life. So that's exactly what we're going to do. I'm here to take the path of least resistance and you know, trust that the universe will lead me to exactly where I need to be, which is a life of happiness and abundance, surrounded by amazing people that support me and my vision, and, you know, have the ability to also to return so many things to and inspire others, hopefully, to kind of, you know, take the same kind of action if you're feeling stuck or unmotivated and just want to change your life to live a more electric life. Okay, so in closing and to wrap this all up, we're going to talk about, I guess, like my plan of action now, because in a few of, you know, my day, whatever, if I quit my job, I get people asking, like, what the hell's an electric life, or what are you going to do? What are you going to do about money? A lot of people in my life as well have asked that too, like, what are you going to do about money? Because it is a scary thing to think about. Like, you just can't be out here living life not making any money. I get it. So honestly, like when I first started telling a few people, just because I don't need to announce anything, up until I started announcing it on my YouTube channel, that I was quitting, because it's really nobody's business. Like I don't need anybody's like limiting beliefs on me. Like just because somebody can't quit their job, like don't put that on me, you know? So I was getting kind of annoyed that when I would tell some people like, what are you doing about money? Like, well, it's not you doing it, so it's not really your problem how I'm gonna have money or survive or whatever. And again, just like keep your limiting beliefs away from me. But it's a valid question. And a lot of people that were asking me, you know, my friends or families, because they genuinely care and are concerned and just want to make sure I'm going to be okay. And two, if I want to inspire people to kind of make this leap as well, very valid question, and I need to address it. So I'm here to be brutally honest. I have a few months of money saved up, nothing astronomical. Like some people are like, you need 6 months of expenses saved before doing anything drastic. I don't have that. I would say maybe about 3 to 4 months, probably three. Let's be a little conservative, probably three. So I have 3 months of money saved to cover my bills and expenses, without like if no money came in at all in the next 3 months, like at least I would have that savings. So I'm looking down at my notes just to make sure I'm covering everything. So that's what the money situation is for these next couple of months. So I'm not really worried about that. Um, if I hate having like a plan B, because to me I'm already like setting myself up for failure. Like if that I have to have a plan B, because like right now I'm just so focused on plan A, like it's gonna work out, and I trust that it is, that I don't need a plan B. But just for the sake of everything, and just to make other people feel better if they're contemplating this choice too, like I can always get another job again. Like no, I don't want to do accounting and I don't want to be full time, but I guess I would be willing to do like a part-time accounting job just so I could keep doing all the things I want to do, or maybe not even an accounting job, like maybe an admin job, still work from home. Like that's, since that's like an opportunity now, like if I had to work like another like corporate job, I want it to be from home. But part-time, so like I could always do that. Or just, I live in Miami Beach, so like if I walk outside, there's shops and all sorts of things out there. Like I used to work at the Gap, like there's a Gap around the corner, like things like that. Like if I need to, I will, but like I don't want to. So, you know, that's the worst case scenario people think of. Like, what if you quit your job and you don't make money? Try again. Go back, get another job, and then try again later. It's not that hard. It's not the end of the world if you quit and you don't make money right away. There's always an option. So I'm set for a few months. And so within this time, I guess I already mentioned it in the last like portion of the video, like there are no barriers anymore. So I have the free will and freedom to pursue everything that I want to pursue and put my heart into. And so, you know, this day and age, there's lots of ways to make money on the internet. There's UGC, content creating. I also like, you know, want to try, you know, acting again, and, you know, really full pursue like content creating full time. So like there's just so many different, you know, options or routes. And then other things that I haven't even think of. Like every day TikTok shows me just different ways you can make money, you know, online, and like in ways that would, you know, help me. Like I love filming and editing and all of that. So that's where like the UGC comes in. So yeah, like there's nothing holding me back. So I can really just like put my 110% into all the things that I want to try and do. So, I just have this vision of how I want my life to be and how much money I want to make and what I would do with that money and take care of my parents financially and all of that. And, so I am a big believer in manifesting. And so this is also, doing this journey is also just like going to be like one big test. Like, can I really manifest my dream reality? And I'm not going to get into specifics because, I've heard like you don't want to tell the whole world everything you're manifesting because not everybody is on your team. And, there's going to be somebody out there preying on your downfall. So I'm not going to give all the specifics about all the things I'm trying to manifest because, that's for me, that's special for me. But, I will I guess kind of talk about it as I document because that's what I want to do. That's what the whole point of this video is. And from here on out is like me documenting this journey, me documenting my story and, the road to creating this dream reality through manifestation and, living up to that electric life potential. Like, I want to share that. I want to document it, the highs, the lows, because I know it's not going to be easy. And, I just want people to see that. And if, have a girl or boy on that side of the screen see me and kind of resonate with my story in any way and be like, I think I can do that. Let me try it. Like, that's what I want. That's what I want. I want to inspire people to take these kind of chances. I want people to take these chances because I've taken this chance before. Like, I've made this leap before. And you can look at that first leap and say that I failed because I went back to accounting. I don't think so. I just think that that was part of the journey, but also that first jump like prepared me for this jump now. Like, I have a different mindset, I have different goals. It's a different period of time. Like, when I quit in 2018, there was no TikTok or whatever to show us all these crazy ways to make money, or you make money on TikTok these days too. So it's just a different time. So I don't say that like my first jump when I quit accounting in 2018 and then went back to accounting was a fail. No, that's just a part of my story. And that needed to happen to get me to where I am today, living in Miami near the beach with different people and different opportunities. Like, that's part of the story. So I absolutely didn't fail. I'm right where I need to be. The universe put me here for a reason. I trust in divine timing. And so I'm ready to make that jump again. Or I guess I already did because I quit 2 weeks ago. But here we are again. So let's manifest a beautiful dream reality. I'm here to document the whole process. So please follow along on my journey. Please subscribe to my channel, like this video, drop a comment if you have any questions or concerns or whatever, or just want to wish me good luck, because why not? I'll take anything. I'll take all the good energy I can. So yeah, let's freaking do this. Thank you so much for watching. And if you want to see other kind of content from me, go ahead and follow me on TikTok and Instagram at electric_Ollie. Bye.